Two huge anchors attached to me that make it on.
Hey, what it be? It's your boy Dre OG. Welcome back to the OG family. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're rocking with the vibes and the content. But look, we got this dangerously jaw-dropping moments from my 600-pound life. And these videos are made for entertainment and educational purposes. Look, man, let's go ahead and run this thing up, man. The more likes we get, man, the better these videos do. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy, but let's hop into this without further ado. Put my head in the box. Pretty good at that, ain't I? Put my head in the box. Here we go. Let's get it.
That has been documenting the weight loss journeys of morbidly obese patients for nearly a decade. In this journey, we've witnessed many participants going through jaw-dropping transformations over the years. As everybody knows that the road to success is filled with bumps, the patients of Dr. Now's weight loss program also face numerous challenges and struggles. Well, in today's video, we will be looking at dangerously jaw-dropping moments on my 600-pound life. So, let's get started. Bethany Stout.
Because when the cravings come and I have to have what I want, it's all I can think about.
Hold on. Fuck that. We ain't gonna just skip past that. Like, how'd she get all that bread in that box like that? What restaurant did she order that shit right there from? With all the bread in the box? Or did they somebody make that in the kitchen and bring that shit to her? Y'all wrong as hell regardless. Bread probably hitting though.
And I have to have what I want, it's all I can think about.
Dr. Now's weight loss program also tackles the issues of cravings and boredom-driven eating patterns during their therapy sessions. But not every patient complied with him, and exactly that was the case with Bethany. For instance, she never believed that this sort of therapy could ever help her situation. But the problem was in the attitude by which she perceived things. Bethany wasn't controlling her cravings or pushing herself to do better. Therefore, despite receiving a successful gastric bypass surgery, she ended up gaining weight just after 4 months. This all happened because she wasn't working on her mistakes as she was instructed to.
That's crazy.
Apart from this, Bethany claimed that the surgery didn't work properly on her and didn't do its magic as it was supposed to. After hearing her bizarre claims, Dr. Now gave her his 2 cents by replying that the surgery was never a magic fix that she believed in. He also warned her that if she really wants things to go her way, she's gonna have to get a grip of reality. Otherwise, things could get far worse. But Bethany gave in to her intuition and went back to overeating. Even after all of this, Dr. Now still decided to do an endoscopy to check how her stomach was responding after the surgery. He let her husband know the seriousness of her situation, but in
Whoa, we can't just breeze past that. Look at this man. Oh my God. She eating all the food, y'all. She eating all the damn food. She ain't saving this nigga nothing. This eye malnourished and everything. This shit crazy.
eating habits and the disaster that'll be waiting for her.
Wow.
I wanted to talk to you to tell you that this is a lot harder than I thought, and I'm not sure if I can continue with your program.
Theresa Hollis Neely.
Wow.
I'm just letting myself go to the point where I'm bedridden. I do everything from my bed.
A contestant from season 4 of My 600-Pound Life, Theresa Hollis Neely was estimated to weigh nearly 800 pounds when her episode first aired. When she joined the program, she was bedridden for almost 2 years. When it was time to carry her out of the house so that she could travel to Dr. Now's facility in Houston, the help of 9 firefighters was taken to put her in the back of the van. By the way, at the start of her stay at the hospital, Theresa shed some weight, but unfortunately, it didn't continue, and she started gaining it all again. During a month at home, she ended up gaining almost 28 pounds, but eventually got approved for her weight loss surgery.
Insane.
Not only this, just after 2 months post-surgery, her diabetes and blood pressure was already getting better. Even her legs also started shrinking as her lymphedema mass was getting smaller. But despite all these positive signs, Theresa refused to get out of her bed for a long time, as she was used to laying there all day. The reason for this was later discovered in the follow-up episode, when she complained that she's in too much pain to even try to stand, especially since her lymphedema had been removed. So, in order to get her to stand up on her own feet, Dr. Now eventually sent her to a rehab facility. But Theresa even ended up checking herself out against the doctor's wishes.
How?
Then after a while, Theresa summoned the courage and eventually turned things around, as just after the 2 years of starting her journey, she was able to walk on her own for the first time in years.
That's what's
My
up.
world was my bed for 3 years, and now the whole world is open to me.
Robert Butchell.
Hey, so you know what though? That's what I like to see right there. That's what I like to see right there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man. Even the roll in the back of her arm getting smaller. You know, you see the way her legs was looking at first. Just a little bit of change. That's all they was asking for. That's what's up. I love to see it. I love to see it.
We came in, and the doctor pronounced he was dead.
When Robert Butchell first appeared on the show, he weighed nearly 850 pounds.
Like he melted.
Therefore, is still known as one of the heaviest patients Dr. Now ever dealt with. Apart from his obesity, the major strain on his health was his addiction to painkillers. This played a major role in his health deterioration and untimely demise. Well, with the support and love from his mother and his fiancée Catherine, Robert managed to control his unhealthy eating habits after a quite rocky start of the journey. And after all the struggle and hard work, he managed to lose nearly 350 pounds of...
Hold up. I gotta see that. What up? Y'all don't get what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand how that rope ain't snapped.
And after all the struggle and hard work, he managed to lose nearly 350 pounds of weight, including a lymphedema mass that was removed after surgical intervention. But despite all the good signs, the removal of the mass, unfortunately, left Robert deeply depressed, and therefore he started craving painkillers. His addiction got so bad at one point that he tore all his stitches in order to get some extra pills. Sadly, his addiction to painkillers made his life miserable, and even before the episode ended, he passed away from a heart attack during the filming process in November 2017. Following Robert's death, Dr. Now hailed him for being a fighter. Furthermore, he also expressed his frustration and anger at the medical system for its complicity in Robert's addiction, as it was the only thing that ultimately led to his demise.
Robert had a struggle with his weight and his body gave up, but he never did give up.
Susan Farmer.
If I fail, there's nothing anybody could do for me.
Well, Susan Farmer...
And real talk though, look, man. The medicine and stuff, man, that should be like a last resort when it comes to this stuff. Like, some people are going to need the medicine, but you lean yourself off of it, people. You know, because you want to do things more naturally for the most part, you know. Some people be too far gone where they're going to actually need that medicine right there on the spot, you know. But you need to lean off of it, whatever they give you, you know. They make a living out of selling this shit to y'all because y'all think that y'all need some shit that you don't.
The contestant from Season 3 of My 600-Pound Life might not sound like a crazy patient like some of the others mentioned on the list. She is added to the list because her story is pretty insane and almost unbelievable. She shared that since high school, she has weighed over 600 pounds and is also diagnosed with a neurological disease known as neuropathy. In this disease, one or more nerves get damaged or dysfunction, which typically results in numbness, tingling of muscle, weakness, and pain in the affected area. Due to her condition, Susan was also declared to be at risk of immobility for her entire life if she didn't change her lifestyle soon. By the way, on her first appointment with Dr. Now, she was told that she would have to lose at least 100 pounds if she wants to get approved for surgery. Susan turned out to be a very motivated person who lost weight by sticking to the diet plan designed by Dr. Now and dropped from 607 pounds to 507 pounds in just a few months. But unfortunately, Susan still struggled to finally walk as she started to lose the feeling sensation in her legs. She was patiently waiting for her gastric bypass surgery, but after this, Dr. Now started to warn her about the risk of ending up permanently paralyzed. But Susan, being a brave person, didn't give up on the procedure by stating that the surgery was her second chance at life, so she wants to fight for it. She underwent months and months of excruciating physical therapy and was back on her feet by dropping more than 400 pounds of weight. This meant that she lost unbelievably 2/3 of her initial body weight.
Damn!
Huzzah, Susan!
That's what's up.
I see you lost some more weight. I'm glad to see that you're making good progress.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Tracy Matthew.
It's like I have these two huge anchors attached to me that make it almost impossible to move.
At the beginning of her episode, when Tracy...
Them motherfucking legs right there, buddy. Ooh, 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 ooh. That is insane. That would make me stop eating alone. I'm telling you right off rip. Look down. You know?
Tracy was first introduced to the viewers,
Oh,
she weighed
oh,
around
man.
606 pounds, with the majority of her weight being in the legs. This was because the legs were swollen with lymphedema, which made her one of the most medically complicated patients in the history of My 600-Pound Life. In order to get her out of the bed, Tracy's husband, Anthony, had to lift her legs, as she was unable to barely stand on them on her own.
He used to lift
Even
that
when she
ass,
planned
ain't
to
he?
take a trip to Houston so she could visit Dr. Now, she had to be fitted in the car's trunk. For Tracy, that 20-hour road trip to Houston was nothing more than a pure trauma, as she was literally unable to move during the whole journey. She had to ask her husband to stop every once in a while, as during the journey, the pain in her legs would just become too much to bear. When they reached the medical facility, Anthony had to lift Tracy's legs out of the truck of the car. Not just that, he even tried to move her legs a bit, rub them to get the blood flow running. But luckily, by the end of her episode, Tracy eventually made it to Dr. Now and managed to shed 218 pounds. More power to you, Tracy.
Yeah.
Doing great. I'm proud of you. You're doing very good.
Thank you.
And look forward to see you again and get your next operation.
Tara Taylor.
That's all we want to see is some damn real results, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy that he even had to get to that point, man. That's what, man. Look, have solid people around you, man. Look,
It's a lot of things in my life that's hard.
people will watch you get to this
When
point.
Tara Taylor started her weight loss journey in season 2 of My 600-Pound Life, weighing just over 600 pounds, she was practically bedridden. This mother of two had to rely on her family to take care of her children. But the things finally got better when she shed a whopping 300 pounds of weight, nearly half of her initial weight. And honestly, all the credits go to Dr. Now's program. After this, she finally got the chance to be a mother to her kids again, as now she was able to take care of them on her own. However,
Yeah, that's a big little lady, man, because she got to be like at least like 4'9" or some shit like that. She got to be on that little of getting her like on that line of getting her like one of them handicap stickers for real. And then she weigh like what, like 500 pounds, some shit. Like, that is insane. That's the equivalent of somebody like, you know, average sized person being like, you know, 900 pounds. Think about it. It's crazy.
as she lost immense weight in such a short amount of time, it took a great toll on Tara's immune system. She used to get sick very easily, as the compromised immune system couldn't handle all the infections. But apart from that, after getting gastric bypass surgery, things have been going pretty well in her life. She even got engaged to her long-term old friend, Eugene, with whom she went on a date in 2015 during a follow-up episode of the show.
Okay, Eugene.
I've never helped my son get ready for school. One day he won't want his mama helping him in the morning.
Erica Wall.
Can't believe she just wasted all that food. I'm so frustrated right now.
We have seen many determined patients on My 600-Pound Life who were so determined to meet Dr. Now that they didn't even hesitate to take risks to get to Houston. One such case was of Erica from season 5, who decided to board a plane despite the fact that the doctors advised her not to. Because according to them, it wasn't a good idea for her to fly all the way, especially without any medical assistance, because there was a risk of blood clots forming in her legs. On top of that, Erica bought a whole aisle of 3 seats that made her feel humiliated, as she had to be carted past the other passengers in order to see if she could even fit there. Well, fortunately, she did fit in the plane and safely made it to Houston, where she successfully managed to shed a whole 190 pounds till the end of her episode.
It's been about a month since my surgery and I've been feeling really good.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I can't hold this shit in any longer, y'all. Like, look, man. Look. I'm be real with y'all. I was on the plane I was going from Arizona to New York, right? Upstate New York at that. So I was going to the tippy top, right? So we had to get on this smaller plane. Imagine somebody like that. Look, on the left side of the plane, it was like one row. Like, it was one seat on that side of the plane, and the other side had 2 seats. And we had to readjust weight on the plane because, you know, it was heavy on one side of the plane and it could tilt. You feel me? Imagine this woman getting on that damn plane. I ain't gonna lie, I would've got off. Okay. That's why I just rather drive nowadays and shit. Like, I ain't got time for it. I know it's more dangerous to drive at that. That's crazy. But yeah, yo, that's it for the video though, man. Look, man, shout out to people that's actually out here, man, reaching your goals, hitting your goals, man, as far as like the way that you want to be, your look, your skin, you know what I'm saying? Stop all the, you know, cut back on the bad habits, you know, drink more water, go exercise. If you don't want to run, go walk first, do a brisk jog, start skipping, walk backwards, do some squats, you know. You can, and people, don't make excuses. You could do it while you're working, do some squats while you're in here, you know, working, you know, bust out 15 squats, do 10 push-ups, you know. We got to start getting better, man, because look, I hate to see, look, y'all seen Redman? They posted a picture of him. Look, he was looking good at 50 years old, man. Looks phenomenal, skin glowing and everything, right? Right? That should be the normal at 50. You should be looking like that. You shouldn't look like you're old at 50, because 50 is not old. Let's be real. 50 is not old. So we need to cut that. We need to stop that. But look, man, like I always say, spread love, because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video, and I'm out though.